Well, Essendon will be debuting their 8th first gamer of the season tomorrow night at the MCG. It looks like Luamon Lual is into the team. I thought I'd make a quick video about it, given that Mason Redman is now out of the team with an injury, and we're going to get into it with this video right now. So Luamon Lual is officially making his debut. Mason Redman is out of the team. Mason Redman has suffered a calf injury. He failed a fitness test. So if he did a fitness test, he must have been kind of close, I guess. Calf injuries can be, well, it depends how severe they are. They can be, 2 to 4 weeks or even a bit longer. But he will be out for this match, Mason Redman. And Luamon Lual has been named at centre-half back. You can see at the team here, he's been named at centre-half back. So they're throwing him right into it. Jaden Laverty is going to have his work cut out on Charlie Curnow. But the good news is that Harry Mackay is not playing for Carlton. Harry Mackay is a big out for them, and obviously that helps us and helps us in our matchups. And it may have had something to do with Luamon coming into the team. He is a bit of a rebounding defender as well. So whether they want to use him and they think his, attacking playoff halfback can be an asset to us, we'll see. So for those of you that haven't been watching the VFL, don't know much about Luamon Lual, well, he's 20 years old. He was born in 2005. He's 181 centimetres. He's about 75 kilograms. He is making his debut this week. He was picked up at number 39 in the 2023 National Draft. He's recognised for having exceptional speed. He's regarded as being very competitive. He did train a little bit as a winger during the pre-season, but he's probably been more known in the VFL for playing as a rebounding defender. He, is good at driving the ball forward. He's got pretty good clean disposal and looks a good size for an AFL footballer as well. He's sort of noted for clean ball use. He's got reasonable pace. But one thing he does need to work on is his consistency. I mean, as a young player, his performances in the VFL haven't been that consistent, and he probably needs to work on his physical strength as well. He doesn't get a hell of a lot of the ball. He'll probably be given a job to do, as you'd expect in defence, on Sunday night. But I thought I'd have a little bit of a look at his performances in the VFL and show you guys what he has done so far. He's played 7 games in the VFL. First game against Williamstown, he had 11 disposals, 4 marks, 3 tackles, and kicked a goal. His second match was in round 4 against Port Melbourne. He had 15 disposals, 4 marks, and 2 tackles. His third match was against Collingwood. He had 15 disposals, 3 marks, and 3 tackles. His fourth match against North Melbourne, he had 13 disposals, 3 marks, 2 tackles, and kicked a goal. Against Sydney, he had 7 disposals and 2 tackles. Against Richmond, he had 10 disposals, 3 marks, 4 tackles, and kicked a goal. And last week against Brisbane was a pretty good performance. He had 13 disposals, 6 marks, 2 tackles, and kicked a goal. So that is what he's done in his 7 games. It's a little bit of a surprise. His performances, to be fair, haven't been particularly eye-catching, but I'm sure that coaching staff have been looking at him closely, and they've no doubt been giving him jobs to do, and they would have noticed him doing those jobs, and we would have just been, looking at the broader picture when we watch the VFL games without perhaps noticing some of the things. He's obviously been following instructions, and no doubt he's done enough from the coaching staff's point of view to earn a call-up to the senior team. So this is a big moment for him in front of, perhaps 80,000 people. It'll be really interesting to see how he's going to go. So 8 debutants this year this will be 12 matches, and you'd think Vigo will be one to come as well. So this really shows us, I think, that we're going to really go hell for leather with this smaller lineup. Whilst he's not a short player, he obviously is not a typical big key defender in the mould of a Ben Mackay or a Zach Reid or anything like that. So just looking at our team, a lot of small players in there. I mean, even if look at the backline, you've got Andrew McGrath, Archie Roberts, Zach Johnson, Jackson Pryor's not that small, but I guess he plays kind of small. Then you've got, Zach Merritt, Angus Clark, he's tallish, Nick Martin, Ben Hobbs, Kako, Durham, Caldwell, Parrish, Gresham. It's just a really, really small side. And this is something that I think this is probably the way to go, because rather than trying to bring in tall players who aren't ready, I know we played Cale Girine in the reserves last week as a defender just to see how he would go. We obviously named Liam McMahon in the team as an emergency, possibly with the possibility of bringing him in, and that would probably be, you'd think, as a defender with his height. I think the right thing to do is, instead of bringing in players when they're not ready, just go hell for leather with the smaller lineup and try to exploit Carlton with it. Sort of embrace it. I think that's probably the way to go. Just embrace the smaller lineup and see if we can run them off their feet. I mean, our midfield is largely untouched, and it's a pretty strong midfield. I mean, you got Merritt, we've got Caldwell, we've got Durham, we've got Setterfield, Hobbs, Martin, Parrish, of course. It'd be interesting to see how Parrish fits into the team. I wonder if they'll bring him on as the sub. That's a possibility. You'd probably think that's not going to happen, but just looking at the interchange bench, Archerday Wicks probably looks like more likely as the sub, but just because of Parrish's background, trying to ease him back into the lineup, and with a strong midfield as well, you sort of wonder whether that might be the case. I suspect it'll be Day Wicks, but we'll see what happens. So I really think that just embracing this small lineup is probably the way to go, especially now that Mackay's out of the team. So I think this match is, well, I don't know about swinging in Essendon's favour, but I think we're now a big chance in this game. And hopefully Lual can adapt to the conditions and play well. It's going to be a big night for him, big night for the Bombers, and especially playing there in defence. It's really going to be a bit of a team effort down there to stop the Carlton Talls. So, what do you think of Luamon Lual, the 8th player on the Essendon list, making his debut this season? Pretty exciting. Wouldn't it be great to get a win over the arch rival? I'm going to leave it at that, everybody. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe to this channel. And as always, go Bombers.